Alright, so I got a request to show a full playthrough using the Rift Smiter full run. So I'm just gonna go show a run, one with Enigma, one without Enigma using Principle, and then after that I'll go through the gear.
I can't. Impossible.
Just woke up. I could do this definitely faster. This isn't necessarily slow, but I could definitely be even more precise.
I can't.
Not even death can save you from me.
Oh shit. Here we go with the Principle armor. A lot of people don't think that it's a very good armor and they kind of devalue this, but after the recent buff to Holy Bolt, where it now damages demons, I really think that it's a good armor, and I'm glad that I had one in the stash already. Now your primary attack is definitely going to be your Holy Bolts and your Fist of Heavens, honestly, when you're going through the trash mobs and everything, even against the elite packs and stuff like that, unless you just get cornered and you need to knock an enemy away from you. You're primarily going to be relying on your Fist of Heavens. See, these enemies are the ones that get kind of annoying, the non-demons and non-undead. But frozen orbs do help with clearing that out of the way. But once we get in here, we're going to really be relying on our Holy Bolts. Which I like to actually do on swap, because you get the faster cast rate from the Spirit. Which doesn't really affect your FOH that much. But for your Holy Bolts it does. And we can go through here really fast if we want, or we can kind of like just cruise through the characters. Really good on resistances and everything. And we can stop along the way and just use our Redemption R if we want to. Or we can just rush through everything. You can do full clears and really stack up on Magic Find. And then you could literally just run around and just Holy Bolt specific enemies and then just run away from the rest. But the Holy Bolts really work the best when you can get the enemies close by, because it kind of has a shotgun effect.
I can't. I can't.
I noticed on that last run I forgot a circlet. Diablo dropped a circlet. I hope that wasn't a nasty circlet. The way that they changed the lobbies after patch 2.4 changed up the ability to like go back into an old game, because it doesn't make like a custom game name unless you make a custom private match or whatever. It doesn't tell you the randomly generated game name, so you can't come back. So no point in me worrying too much, or at all for that matter. So I mean, if you don't mind running through the level, if you're not like farming like crazy with this build and it's just something you run for fun, then I definitely would suggest using the principal version. That's what I usually use unless I'm doing a bunch of runs, then I'll swap to Enigma. But I only have one Enigma. I have a bunch of different rune words, but I pretty much have one of everything almost. Just for like testing.
Impossible.
That's the reason why I'll have like a dream shield that's in a monarch, and I'll get criticized when somebody sees my paladin with it. But it's like, shit, I don't need that. Don't need to have 10 different dreams. I'd rather
I can't.
expand my portfolio, diversify.
Impossible.
Here's the main event right here. So, ideally I would have one of these socketed
Not even death
so that I could throw on Atmoscarab and get that amp damage proc. But it's all good. That's the reason why you're going to want to have Lawbringer on your mercenary. I could have Lawbringer in a faster weapon, but I put it in that so he could have a little bit of extra life leech. And I didn't have a mythical sword, which would be ideal. I want a plague mythical sword. That's what I want to put either on an Act 5 or on a Act 3. Probably an Act 5. Damn. Oh, this isn't the one that I'm thinking of. I was thinking of the other one. I was like, I didn't get any sockets on it. So yeah, that's the character. Here's all the skills. Max FOH, max Holy Bolt. I got Smite maxed. On the way to maxing Fanaticism. Got some points in Redemption, so I can just get that good utility out of that when I'm not smiting, when I'm in the middle of FOHs and Holy Bolts and stuff. And then I swap to my Fanaticism. Here's all my stats. Here goes the gear right here. Ideally you would have one of these socketed with an IAS jewel so that you could run Atmoscarab instead of High Lords, but yeah, and you'd have a better CTA, and you'd have an Eth Fortitude on him, but I don't know. It is what it is.